A journey from riches to reality. Sandra had always been the princess of her father's empire. She never had to lift a finger for anything. Money was never a problem to fund her extravagant lifestyle. She had always believed that the world revolved around her, that people existed to serve her whims. She never saw a need to learn anything practical. Why should she? Her father's wealth could take care of everything. But life had a way of teaching the unteachable. One day, her father's empire started crumbling. The reality hit like a thunderbolt. Her father was no longer the powerful man he once was. Desperate to salvage the situation, her father arranged for her to marry Emmanuel, the son of his wealthy business partner. The union was meant to restore their financial stability, but it only plunged Sandra into a deeper nightmare. Emmanuel was nothing like the indulgent world Sandra was used to. He had been raised with discipline and had little patience for wastefulness. He had expected a wife who would contribute to his life, not one who only spent lavishly. At first, he tried to correct her with words, but when that failed, he resorted to violence. Any mistake earned her a slap, a shove, or worse. The worst pain wasn't even the beatings, it was the isolation. When she gave birth to her first child, her parents were not allowed to visit her. Her father was now seen as a failure, and his in-laws wanted no connection with him. Her mother, in an act of defiance, forced her way into her daughter's home, only to be humiliated and sent away in disgrace. That moment shook Sandra to her core. For the first time in her life, she saw the true meaning of powerlessness. Her helplessness gnawed at her, and the thought of her mother's humiliation burned inside her like a raging fire. She realized she could no longer be the naive, pampered girl, determined to break free from her dependence. Sandra took small but significant steps. She began learning skills in secret cooking, sewing, even basic business management. She would need it to break free completely. She watched online tutorials, read books, and observed the maids, slowly shedding the old version of herself. With time, she started a small business, selling handcrafted jewelry and simple home essentials. The day came sooner than expected. One night, after a particularly violent episode, she gathered her courage, took her child, and ran away. She had no money, no solid plan, but she had something she never had before: self-reliance. Sandra found refuge in a women's support center, where she rebuilding herself. Her small business thrived, and she was independent within a year. She reconnected with her parents, gaining pride in their eyes due to her inner strength. This time, she was in control of her destiny.